Aloha! The long trip from Kona, on the Big Island, to Nauwiliwili on Kauai took a little over half a day. We traveled mostly at night. It was already light by the time we reached the port. We promptly got our car rental and proceeded to head up the coast to the north. We stopped for snacks and saw some tree trimmers working to clear the lines. Small villages had enticing displays and stores to attract tourists. We took note of several prospective stops, but by the time we got back that way, they were closed. As we got into the northern areas near Princeville, we stopped at a preserve with an overlook. Waterfalls and streams graced the lush mountain range. We were still well east of the fabled Na Pali coast. Beaches and surf go hand in hand, but the many and scattered reefs dictate safe zones. We stopped and noted some cool, misty air and saw some shells, so we started picking through them, and I filled 2 pockets full. We met some other shell pickers, got some hints, and talked with one guy who made his living selling jewelry from his finds. One of his necklaces sold for $7,000. Today, these locals were finding small puka shells, which have tiny holes. They were the latest craze for necklaces and bracelets since they need no drilling. Here, I learned about the sunrise shell, and I found a nearly intact one right away. They said if it was complete, you could sell that for $35 to $50. We got back in the car and proceeded to as far as the road took us. On the way, we stopped at a cave and a family coconut stand.
That one there was so deep. It's about 2.5, 3 feet deep. We were pushing people out of the hole over here. Oh. So we finally figured that we better fill it in because I got tired of running over there and finding 3 or 4 people to push these cars out.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
Did you pick your own little shells on your bracelet?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. There we go.
Another cave, and the official end of the road. The Na Pali coast begins just beyond this park and beach. We turned around and found a nearby botanical garden. We spoke with the lady in charge who told us what vog was, a mix of volcanic ash and fog. We saw the native noni, liniments, and lotions for sale here. Stopping at Hanalei Beach off to our left, was a land formation that some people refer to as Puff the Magic Dragon. We got back into the village of Hanalei and found some stores and a nice eating establishment. Christmas decorations were scattered all over. Here I am getting some good luck. We were told the big morning rains might swell the river and block the bridge from letting us cross back south. We got back to our port town and poked around in some stores. On the ship, the stocked refrigerator kept track of all our consumption and charged us accordingly. On day 2, we had a short time to explore. Took the rental car to some close-by venues. When we called about extending our time to return the car, we were told they would charge us a full day for the 2 hours we wanted. We stayed in town instead of driving to a canyon. Hawaiians love their spam. We walked around a somewhat deserted beach club. we came upon a fairly tame feral cat. Here again, as on all the other islands, surfing is a big attraction. A chameleon is hard to see. Lisa picked out a new carry-on bag from this selection. This reminds me of the scene on A Christmas Story. One last towel creature greeted us back on board. Our day was not done. We left Nauwiliwili and the ship went northbound to tour the Napali coast.
Not playing. Just saying.
It started raining, so many of the tourists left the deck. Several whale sightings were reported between the ship and the shore. I stayed dry under a big walkway and took pictures as the rain filtered off and fog rolled in and out of the spectacular mountaintops. As darkness approached, the ship turned around and made its way back to Honolulu. Reaching Honolulu, the night lights on the hillside reminded me a lot of our hometown. The Honolulu airport was very colorful and had beautiful flowered landscapes. We arrived late at night in Los Angeles and eventually got into Minneapolis as snow engulfed our shuttle ride back to Duluth.